grade. Welcome to math class today. We are on lesson 106. So you will need your math book, a piece of paper, and a pencil. I would like for you to open up your math book to page 671. So let's have that out and let's just talk just a little bit about what exactly we're doing today. And today we are going to evaluate expressions. So I put our I can statement up there saying this is what we're going to be able to do. Yeah, like positive. I can evaluate expressions. And you might be like, I don't know what she's talking about. What does that mean? So let's figure out what this exactly means, and then we're going to get right into practice problems, and then you're going to be like, oh, I get it. Because you're a very, very smart group of kids. Okay? So when we talk about evaluating an expression, first of all, let's figure out what these words mean. Okay? What we're going to take a look at that is the expression itself is like this problem here with the n plus 7. Okay? Evaluate expressions means basically find the answer. So in other words, another way of saying I can evaluate expressions means I can find the answer to a problem. Okay? So this is, the expression is the math problem. So when you're evaluating expressions, you're finding the answer to a problem. Now, if you look at this n plus 7, you're like, I can't find the answer to that because I don't know what the answer is to n plus 7 because I don't know what n is. Now, if I told you the value, or n, equals 3, so then you plugged in 3 for n, you did 3 plus 7, well, then, if you take a look at that, what is the value, in other words, what is the answer for n plus 7? Well, if n equals 3, the value of this expression is 10. Okay? It's basically, they're going to give you the number that the n symbolizes, or whatever letter they're talking about, and then we need to plug that in and then find the answer. Okay? So let's take a look at page 672, and we're going to go to the lesson practice problems. Let's get right into it. And this will make it very, very helpful that we can do this. So we are going to evaluate expressions. It's going to be so great. Make sure, though, on your paper, you write down your name, the lesson number, and the date for today is April 28th, 2020. All right. So we're looking at page 672, letter A. If m equals 12, then what is the value of m minus 10? So looking at what that says, it says m equals 12. So we're going to take a look at that. M equals 12. What is the value of m minus 10? So the reason why I'm having you write these things down first is so that you understand what are the important parts of this problem. Otherwise, this whole sentence doesn't make sense. So basically, m equals 12. The problem is n minus 10. Well, now we plug in 12 to m. 12 minus 10, the answer is 2. It's not that hard, is it? But follow the steps with me, and this will be very easy. Don't just try to just plug it in and do everything in your head. Let's try to write some things down first so that we understand what we're doing, okay? So let's look at letter B. Evaluate a plus b when a equals 9 and b equals 15. Okay? So it's a plus b, and what a equals 9 and b equals 15. Okay. Well, now it says a plus b, so it would be 9 plus 15. But I know with adding, I can change it as far as the order. I'm going to add this like vertically, because to me, I can see that better. I can figure that out. So I will say 15 plus 9. And then I get 4, 24. That looks good. All right. Letter C. I'm going to put C here. What is the value of xy when x is 6 and y is 7? So xy, x equals 6, y equals 7. Okay. Well, xy means x times y. So then this means x is 6 times 7, and I know 6 times 7 is 42. Okay? Letter D. What is the value of w squared when w is 5? Now, don't make the mistake of taking 5 times 2, because that is not what this means. 5 squared, so basically you're saying 5 squared. Remember, 5 squared means 5 times 5. When you square a number, you're multiplying it times itself. So 5 times 5, that is 25. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, let's take a look at letter E. So I'm going to use this to kind of get rid of some of this. And I will put down, if you are missing something, we had B15 plus 9. There we go, if we forget that. So, oh no, everything's falling apart. We're okay. See, it's like you're really here with me. I just dropped something. All right, we're good. Okay, so now let's take a look at letter E. E is if A equals LW, then what is A when L is 8 and W is 4? So let's do this. LW could say area equals length times width. Then what is A when L is 8 and W is 4? So area equals 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. And there's your answer. Awesome. So great. All right, so let's take a look at 2 more. Letter F. Evaluate m divided by n. Okay, so let's take a look over here. We'll go to F here. So m over n. M is 12, N is 3, and basically when you do 12 over 3, you're basically taking 12 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And last but not least, G. Find the value of the square root of t when t is 16. Okay, so the square root of t. Well, square root of t, and we said t is 16. What is the square root of 16? So in other words, what number times itself equals 16? Well, we know that 4 times 4 equals 16. So our answer is 4. Okay? I hope that once you kind of go through this, it's just basically multiple steps. Just make sure that you plug in the correct numbers and that you're doing the right process, whether it be multiplying, adding, subtracting, square root, or squaring things. There's tons of different operations. Plug in the numbers and make sure you're doing the right operation, and you'll get this right every time. So your assignment for next time is pages 672 to 674. Awesome job, 4th grade. Keep it up.